Dylan!
Hey everybody!
You son of a bitch.
That's right, we're back. Also, we're starting a new game finally. So I said this at the end of last stream, but hello and welcome to Phantasy Star Universe Part 1. We're starting Phantasy Star Universe today, so yep. Cheering for it. But it's gonna be another watch through like Phantasy Star Online Episode 3 Card Revolution.
What? You suck!
No, hear me out. The reason why is because I do plan on getting to level 200 in this game on a, like a normal character. I'll explain what I mean by that in a second. On a normal character on the only private server there is for this game called the Clementine servers. However, the Clementine servers do not have the online or offline story portions of the game at all. So for our story playthrough of the game, we're basically just going to do a watch through on YouTube like episode 3 because there's no way to actually play through it unless I were to bust out my old PS2 or Xbox 360. So I think I got the game on both. And do it that way, which would be kind of jank. Or, use an emulator. And I'm just like, you know what? I can't be bothered. It's like, I'll have to play it like that, and then when I start the level 200 grind on the Clementine servers, it'll be probably, the control scheme might be different because I'm playing an actual PC version of the game, not an emulator, or on my console, and I was just like, it's too much. It's way too much work, because I'd have to unplug like my PS4, PS5. I'd have to move some shit around if I played it on native console too, so I can't be bothered. And I would only be able to play about 2/3 of the story like that. We'd still have to watch the last third on YouTube because the last third of the story, if we're including the expansion ambitions of the Illuminus, is only available online. And so since once the servers were shut down, nobody had downloaded the data for those missions, so they're gone forever. But we're lucky enough that at least 2 people I found on YouTube have non-commentary playthrough videos and recordings of those lost missions, basically. So we're just gonna watch those. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't have the intro. I do have the intro / opening at the beginning of the playlist as a separate video because I think the actual no commentary playthrough does not have that. However, I didn't have it playing on repeat like with episode 3 because I hadn't seen it yet. So I was like, I won't spoil it for myself. I'll wait until I actually start the stream, which is now. So let's get started. So there's the context for this. Let's go.
You son of a bitch.
Who said we are lost again in this lonely world? I say we can start again. We're on the same ship. It's called Starship Earth.
Did they say Starship Earth? I like that.
Too late. It's our home, so don't say that it's fake.
They went full anime on this.
Give up to build our future on our dreams.
I'm watching the volume to make sure the audio's not too bad.
We'll never lie down and die, but we'll find a way to survive. We all have somebody we love. We know that's why we're here. We battle for freedom. It is a battle against the dark.
Okay, I'm digging the song.
You know I'm not afraid of bleeding. It is the time. We battle for tomorrow. It is a battle against time. And we can do miracles. So take my hand. We need to save this world.
This is so 2000s anime and I love it. That's an epic
In a
intro.
faraway galaxy lies a sun orbited by 3 planets, the Goral system,
This is way
a
quieter.
place inhabited by humans and their creations, castes, numens, and beasts. For 500 years, there was war among the races, a seemingly never-ending conflict. Then finally, an era of peace and prosperity that has lasted 100 years. But now a darkness has awoken and threatens the universe.
The Alliance Centennial Ceremony. I think what we just saw and what we're seeing now happens as soon as you hit new game. Like as soon as you start the game from the main menu, this all happens, right? Okay, now it's hella loud. Alright, so in the interest of trying to get the volume settings right the first stream, also because I want to comment on what the hell we just saw, as things are moving kind of fast with that intro, I'm gonna play it one more time for posterity. And I also want to rewatch what he just said, that little like this first minute of this video, that what the narrator just talked about, at a proper volume setting. So let me relower it to 80%. That seemed to have been good for the intro at least. Also, I just want to hear it again because that was actually pretty good. At first I was like, I don't know about this. Then I heard the second half and immediately memories in my brain were just like, we remember this from when I played this many years ago. I was like, oh yeah, I remember digging this intro actually. It's so fucking 2000s anime, dude. We gotta hear this shit again. I love it. Yeah, this is a good volume for this. We're on the same ship, it's called Starship Earth. Is that what she said? I gotta check the lyrics.
It is not too late. It's our home, so don't say that it's fake. We must not give up to build our future on our dreams. We will never lie down and die, but we'll find a way to survive. We all have somebody we love. We know that's why we're here. We battle for freedom. It is a battle against the dark. I have my dreams. You know I'm not afraid of bleeding. It is the time. We battle for tomorrow. It is a battle against time. And we can do miracles. So take my hand. We need to save this
You son of a
In a
bitch.
faraway galaxy,
Okay, this starts way too quick at that. That is epic. That is so 2000s anime vibes. So the reason I'm like kind of like bordering on laughing and smiling like ear to ear like that is because exactly what I just said. Like it's such the lyrics as well as everything happening on screen, which is just a montage of cutscenes from the game that we're about to watch. All of it is basically, it just screams 2000s anime. For like it screams 2000s era like cheesy Shonen Jump type anime basically. I think that's the name of the company, right? The dudes who did like Bleach and all that. It's very much that. Like it gives off that vibe hardcore, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is so nostalgic. Like it's funny and nostalgic because that era of anime. Let me just say, even though I didn't watch a lot of it, like even now I still don't really watch too much anime. Back then, my brother was really into it, and he told me all about like his favorite animes back then. Like he would tell me everything. So I know so much about a lot of anime from. I know so much about a lot of anime from that era just because of how much he told me. And so when I would watch though, I would see a lot of the like stereotypical tropes that people associate with like shonen or something. And it kind of, even if it's not exactly the same, it kind of gave off that vibe, and it hit me with nostalgia from that era, and I just couldn't help it. I was like, we gotta watch this again, dude. That was good shit. Alright, so for this intro, the guy talks hella quiet, so I'm gonna have to raise it up. Let me see, 90%. We'll try that. And then I'll adjust as we go if there's like volume spikes in the video. See?
in a faraway galaxy, lies a sun orbited by 3 planets, the Goral system. A place inhabited by humans and their creations, castes, numens, and beasts. For 500 years, there was war among the races, a seemingly never-ending conflict. Then finally, an era of peace and prosperity that has lasted 100 years. But now a darkness has awoken and threatens the universe.
The Alliance Centennial Ceremony. So 500 years of war followed by a endless peace and prosperity, seemingly endless. And then all of a sudden, bad shit is looming around the corner. It's starting to... Something's starting to ramp up, basically. After all this peace and prosperity. This is way louder than the narrator. It's gonna be difficult finding the audio balance. At the thriving Guardians colony. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the actual playthrough is being done by this person named Lacry. The intro was just uploaded by somebody named Makoto Tsuguri on YouTube. The playthroughs we'll be watching are Lacry and then this person named Kay and then Lacry again for the oh well, Kay is the opening for the next chapter, which obviously I'm not gonna spoil. But yeah, Lacry's doing the playthrough for both this and the expansion. Like the sequel expansion. Anyway. Comes our main character. Goofy anime pro tag incoming.
Hello? Oh, hey, Lumia. Yeah, I just got off work. I know. I'll take the shortcut through the alleys and be there before you know it, okay?
English dub. English dub is what you would expect from 2000s anime English dub.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Get fucking destroyed, dude.
Oh, damn it!
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta see that again. Oh, this poor dude. He's just skateboarding. He's just having the time of his fucking life. And a fucking car just wipes his ass out of nowhere.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Hey, are you okay?
Oh my god.
Oh, my leg! I think... Oh, damn it!
Alright, I'll replay without the soundboard effects. I just... That's too... It's still hilarious without him.
Oh, my leg!
It's so sudden.
Oh, damn it!
I'm so sorry, but are you okay?
Oh, what do you think?
Well, it appears you've injured your leg.
No shit. Surprised that's all he injured. He just he's got knocked the fuck out, dude.
How do you feel now?
Huh?
I'm surprised that's the only part that got injured.
Hey, the paint's gone. I'm healed.
I'm so glad.
Thank you. Hey, was that a technique? I'm Ethan Weber.
My name is...
Ma'am, we'll be late for this ceremony. We have to get going.
Yes, you're right.
Now, if you'll excuse us.
See? Goofy anime pro tag. I remember what this dude's like. Dude, that car just comes out of nowhere like...
Surprise, motherfucker!
He just goes
Oh,
fucking
man, I
flying.
completely forgot. I'm gonna be late too.
He was just like... Instant. Oh, good. We get to see the intro. Okay, you guys don't have to, like... I hyperfixate on shit like that. Like, it's just the whole scene was just... I wasn't even surprised the first time we saw it that happened. Not because I remember. I did not remember that happened. But because it was just such a setup. Like, the way he's, like, going through the alleys. I'll skip ahead once this is over again. But, like, the way he's just flying through the alleys, you knew something was that was going to happen. Like, it was way too predictable.
Yeah,
so I
I
wasn't
just
even
got off
surprised the first time.
I know.
Like, that... that's how cookie cutter it is. Like, when I said it's 2000s anime, you knew this he was gonna wipe out somewhere right here. I can't think of a specific anime example, but you knew it was coming. Like, I was like, yeah, he's gonna end up like crashing or something, right? And sure enough,
Surprise, motherfucker.
there he goes.
Hey, are you okay?
All right, we saw this. It's just, it was too predictable. All right, I'm going. I can't help but hyperfixate on shit like that sometimes. I'm like, I gotta see that again. I have to watch it like 500 times and I keep laughing like it's the first time every time. It's just like, yeah, oh shit. Oh shit. See, episode 3 didn't show the intro, so I had to cover my bases. So I had the intro on a separate video. I didn't know if this video was gonna show the intro, that did. I can't help it. It just gets knocked the fuck out so hard. It's like that should have fucking killed him. I still can't get over it. Chapter 1 of Light and Darkness. God, he gets knocked out so goddamn hard. That's insane.
Hey, Ethan, I'm over here. Come on.
My leg. My back is broke. And his board survived. He should have been like...
Jeez, do you have to shout like that? It's embarrassing, little sister.
But the
How
ceremony's
embarrassing
already
is that?
started. I want to find a good place to watch. Come on, Ethan. Let's go.
All right already.
Not as embarrassing as that fucking crash out just now. Holy shit. Okay, we're past the voice acting. At least there's gonna be, you know, there is some voice acting, so I can rest my voice between reading lines that aren't. You know, it's like FF14. There will be some lines. There will be some segments that are voice acted, some that are not. Which is it gives me some reprieve. That's good. All right, so I don't even know her name. Did he even say it? But she says, "Ethan, hurry up! If we don't get there soon, we'll miss the ceremony." Ethan says, all right, after doing a very stereotypical sort of emote movement. Ethan Weber says, if I can remember how to get to the viewing plaza, we take the linear line, right? Lumia Weber, okay, I think it did say her name. So, but I'm still, my brain is still just rewatching that epic fucking crash with the car over and over. That's why I keep laughing. Lumia says, yeah, I think the platform's on the 4th floor. Hey, is that Mikua? If that's how you pronounce it? Mikua Testran says, ain't this a sight? What are you doing in the city, Ethan? Ethan says, just taking Lumia to see the ceremony. How loud is this? Okay. To get to the plaza, Mikua responds, to get to the plaza, take the linear line on the 4th floor. You know that, right? Ethan says, what a know-it-all. I don't know if that's a compliment or going like, oh my god, like rolling his eyes. It seems to be a little quieter, but not too much. I'll try to keep my voice down to compensate, but yeah. During the ceremony, this dude just says, during the ceremony, the 2nd and 3rd floors are closed to all non-security personnel. If you want to go to the linear line platform on the 4th floor, use the elevators. I'm laughing. Ethan says, sheesh, whatever. Guardians think they're so hot, always telling people what to do. Okay, so Ethan is not a fan of Guardians. They've established this. Currently on the 4th floor. What do you want? Where do you want to go? 4th, apparently. The PPT spaceport. Lemia says the linear line gate is back there on the right. To get to the linear line, you go straight from here. You're the 15th person to ask. Ethan's like, quit your whining. He does have a Guardians Colony logo badge, so it's like, I guess it's her job to be telling people. Ethan says, excuse me, the linear line? Dude says, it's right over there. If you're here to see the ceremony, you better hurry. Excuse me. This chick says, watch it. I don't know what's up, but I sure wish everyone would just settle down already. No comment about her. This is the gate for the linear line platform. Presently, the shuttles bound for the ceremony at the viewing plaza are in operation.
Come on, Ethan, run faster.
Why can't we just use my airboard, Lumia?
You know you're not supposed to ride two to a board.
That does sound dangerous, especially after what happened, you know, with the car.
Did you klutz?
Hey, hold on there a second. You want to give her back what you just stole there?
Well, what the heck? You lost. I didn't steal nothing.
Lumia, check your pockets.
Idiot.
My Meseta card is gone.
You see? Huh?
Yeah, dude,
Come back here.
why'd you take your eyes off him, you moron?
Surprise, motherfucker.
You suck!
Got away. He's going after him. Here we go again. Wipeout number 2. Well, maybe. He's on him. I don't know what DS stands for. Ethan says, where did he go?
Fuck! You bastard!
Hey, did you see a really sketchy looking guy pass through here? Sketchy. The dude says, if you mean that very rude thug, you just barely missed him. He was headed towards the viewing plaza. Same place we were going anyway. Ethan says, thanks. Did you see a suspicious looking guy come through here? This dude says, well, I was just watching the ceremony. Why don't you do your job and guard us, says Ethan. You're supposed to be a guardian, aren't you? Wait, does he have a badge too? The guardian says, what's your problem?
You son of a...
This dude says, the ceremony has created some security problems. So this area is currently off limits. This chick says, if you exit through those doors and continue on, the viewing plaza will be directly ahead. The ceremony has commenced, so if you wish to partake, I suggest you hurry. So, I'll wait till we get to... I'll wait till a little later. There's some stuff I gotta say to give some more background for this game. I didn't want to ramble too much before starting, though. That's why I kind of held off on it, but I'll wait until he's, like, actually... Till the player's, like, at a dungeon or something. And they're actually, like, fighting stuff. That'll be a good time to talk about it. Person says, that shady-looking guy? He just passed through here. Ethan says, really? Thanks. That shady-looking guy. Oh, shit, there he is.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Gotcha.
You again? I thought I told you to get
Now
lost.
you give me back my sister's card.
You bastard!
Buddy, you's got a problem with my brother?
Oh, shit. He's got friends.
Oh, hero! Man, this guy won't get off my case!
Because you stole my sister's card.
Now, just relax, boy. We're the Vole brothers, okay? I'm sure you've heard of us. So why don't you just go back to the hole you came from? Unless you want a piece of me. Understand, chump?
And if I don't?
If you don't...
Oh. He's standing up to him.
This punk hasn't heard of us after all. Now we'll make sure you never forget us.
It'll be a fight.
Oh!
Oh!
God, I guess you're a little tougher than you look after all.
Get his ass, Ethan. He's gonna karate chop him.
Lumia, you idiot, get out of here!
Oh, you shouldn't.
Calling an idiot.
Wait, brothers, grab her!
Damn it!
Lumia, run! Run!
Oh, that was the worst thing that could have happened.
Let me go, you jerk! Let me go!
Now they have a hostage.
Well now, we wouldn't want your little sister to get hurt, would we?
Damn.
Damn you! Now this is more like it!
Oh, they're gonna pummel him. This is fucked.
Ethan! You are cowards!
Whatever, girly. So, where's your tough guy at to now?
Oh! Get his ass! Oh, shit! Ethan's got moves. All right.
Screw this! Now you're gonna pay!
Ethan!
Oh, he pulled out a shank.
Don't worry. Just stay close.
Pulling his cock out!
The most robotic way to say that.
Damn! It's a guardian!
Looks like you got lucky this time. Let's go!
Ethan held his own though. That was good.
Hey, come back here!
I'm not surprised. Most of these lowlifes don't have the belly for a real fight. Are you two all right?
Thank you, mister. You rescued us.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting in the way.
Oh!
How could you say that? We could have been in real trouble.
I could have handled those guys just fine by myself.
Oh, sounds like you're quite the tough guy.
Wanna find out?
Ethan!
Oh my God!
Stupid! I'm so sorry.
son
I
of
don't know
a-
what's gotten into him. Come on! We're gonna be at the ceremony!
Damn. You want to find out, boys? Start to pick a fight with this, with a cop essentially. Lumia says, Ethan, why do you always get head like this when you see a guardian? I can't help but think of Ethan from RE7 now. I don't know why. Ethan says, whatever. Everything's okay now, right? We're here to see the ceremony, so let's go see it. Did they even get the Meseta card back? I might have not caught that. These scenes do move a mile a minute. Lumia says, wait for me! See, there were no cutscenes like that throughout all of Phantasy Star Online. I got used to that. And then I've already said this many times before on a different stream, but like FF14's cutscenes are super fucking slow also. And shit like that doesn't typically happen in most of them, so... It takes a little getting used to. Pre-rendered. Oh shit, it's gonna be quiet, isn't it?
Huh? That girl!
What? Mirai? She's the Divine Maiden. Do you know her?
Divine Maiden, really?
Yes, silly. She's part of the Gural Faith, the symbol of communion. They say she can see everything.
Who would have known?
Ah! Maiden, over here! Over here!
This is like a pop star.
I pray that the holy light may touch you all and bathe you in its warmth.
Ooh. Is she clairvoyant or something? What is this? Oh, in the future?
What was that?
Oh shit, wait, this is happening now.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What the fuck?
Listen, we must leave this place now.
Did you see that?
Ethan, we've got to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm coming.
No shit. This dude says, everyone calm down, you're gonna be fine. Move quickly now, this way. People running away. Ethan says, hey, you're that guy. It's that dog. Lumia says, I apologize for my brother's behavior before. If they said his name, I totally missed it, but he says, there's no time to worry about civilities now. Hurry up and get with the others. Ethan says, why is it that Guardians think they can tell everyone else what to do? Because they're obviously cops. Why wouldn't they be able to do that? We're going this way. Let's go, Lumia. Oh my god, this guy's a bitch. You know, I had some respect for Ethan for being able to hold his own against those three dudes, but now it's just he lost those brownie points that I had for him. Like, I'm just like, all right, the respect points are gone. Like, he's being this petty about this shit, really? The Guardian says, huh? Hey! They must have really pissed him off for him to be this petty about it. Lumia says, I'm so sorry. Ethan, wait! And I bet he's gonna end up running into some huge trouble for going the wrong way. Just because he wants to defy authority. They must have done something to really piss him off.
It looks like everyone's been evacuated.
That way's blocked up by rubble.
I guess we've got a long walk ahead of us. Lumia! Get over here!
I can't. I'm too scared.
Oh shit.
Lumia!
Why? I'm still remembering the skateboard crash. The hoverboard crash.
Lumia, are you alright?
Yeah, I think so. But there's so much rubble I can't even see you.
It's okay. I'll go get help. You stay put. Understand?
Damn, looks like my airboard got busted in all the commotion. Guess I've got to travel on foot. Alright, so this is pretty much what turns into the first main dungeon of the game. Excuse me. But we need to get some gear first. Ethan says, geez, what a mess. I guess everyone has been evacuated. Holy shit, you can't even go back the way you came last time anymore. This person says, keep it together. I'm here to help now. Ethan says he's gonna have his hands full here. Well, he thought it. Ethan kind of reminds me, it's mostly because of the orange hair, but he kind of reminds me of Ichigo from Bleach. Speaking of shonen. Ethan says, what am I supposed to do? Evidently nothing, because you have no paramedic or police experience. Access corridor block B1. Ethan says, what? Was that another collapse?
What the fuck?
I hope you're safe, Lumia.
Sorry, kid. I'm too busy to chat right now. You better get to a shelter.
My sister! She's trapped behind some rubble. You gotta help me now!
Calm down. I'll call headquarters.
Now he's asking for help. Like,
Quarters, this is Leo.
Leo, that's his name.
I've got a female civilian trapped behind debris. Requesting help.
Roger. We'll dispatch assistance as soon as possible.
Got it. You see, kid? Help's on the way.
He's a good cop, I was gonna say, or guardian, I guess, to be technically correct, because he still has patience with Ethan and is willing to help him, even though Ethan's been talking complete trash the whole time.
Thanks. I really mean it.
It's all right. Don't sweat it.
Okay. It's just that no one was around and I didn't know what I was going to do.
Hey, what's happened here? Where's that bravado I saw earlier?
And I was calling him out.
What do you mean?
Hey, no harm meant. Just glad you didn't do anything rash this time.
What's wrong with believing in yourself?
Nothing, as long as you know when to ask for help. Listen, you gotta understand, you can't do everything by yourself. If you don't learn that now, it'll come back to bite you someday.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do bullshit.
Well, you'll understand someday, kid.
Probably sooner than he thinks. The hell is that?
Huh? What is that?
Something's coming out of it. Be careful.
He's pulling it!
Damn!
Hey! Oh no! Are you okay?
Uh-oh.
Just gonna borrow this real quick.
Shoot his ass, Ethan. Smoke him. Send him straight to fucking Broadway. Oh! Special Agent Ethan over here. The moves.
I got it.
You did.
You son of a bitch.
What is it? Hey. Hey, you alright? Where are you hurt?
I can't move. I'm paralyzed.
What should I do?
I got poison!
Help is coming soon. You might not be able to wait. Your sister could be in trouble. Come take my weapon. And go protect your sister.
Alright. I will.
What do you say? The name's Leo Guinea Santosa Barrafort. Holy fuck, that's a mouthful. My friends call me Leo. And you are? Ethan says, Ethan. Ethan Weber. Leo says, Weber? Really? Ethan says, yeah, so? Leo says, no, never mind. Ethan, for starters, take this. Received communication terminal. He says, as long as you hold on to that, we can stay in contact. I'll be able to support you through the terminal, so pay close attention. Ethan says, all right. I'm not big on following orders from Guardians, but for Lumia's sake, I'll do what you say. Leo says, please do. Look here. Because of that creature, you can't go down the same corridor as before. Ethan says, that's true. Leo says, keep moving down this corridor until you find another platform on the linear line. Then go up the line until you search the platform where your sister's trapped. Sorry, until you reach the platform where your sister's trapped. Make your way there first. As soon as I can meet up with the relief forces, I'll catch up with you. Ethan says, alright. Leo says, also take this. Received Guardian's equipment. Leo says you might be attacked again. If that happens, don't forget your weapon, armor, and photon arts.
What?
I'll instruct you further later on. Don't get yourself into anything you can't handle, kid. Ethan says, I got it. Don't overdo it yourself, Pops. Save marker explanation. You can save your current game at save markers. Oh, these are the save points. Alright. This is being recorded off of a PS2. Probably emulator. But I don't know. Because this game also came out for 360, Xbox 360. So now he's got a pistol in one hand and a saber in the other. This is the cool thing about this game, and why I see it as an upgrade to PSO, is the new combat mechanics like that. I like that you can actually have a gun and a saber equipped at the same time. Leo says, Ethan, can you hear me? Ethan says, yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Leo says, alright, then just keep heading down that passage. Ethan says, roger that. Leo says it shouldn't be too far to the next platform. Hold on a second. That was Ethan who said that. Leo says, what's going on? Ethan says, there are these things. They're, well... Leo says, what? What is it? Ethan says, they're some sort of life form I've never seen before. What the heck are they? Leo says, okay, focus on what's important now. Don't worry about what they are, just get past them. I'll guide you from here, so do exactly what I say. Ethan says, alright. I like that the Guardian's equipment gave Ethan's sweater on his shoulders those stripes, those glowing neon stripes. I think his design is alright. Like, I'm not crazy about Ethan's character design. I think it's actually, you know, it's decent. I don't dislike it either, you know? I think it's actually... I'm lukewarm to it, is the best way to describe it. I'm lukewarm to his character design. Kind of neat. Yeah, I like this combat. I definitely remember finding it more fun than PSO. Not by like a huge, like, long shot, but like, it was definitely a step up for me. The thing I hated is the fact that they added a crafting system, which they'll get into more later. Also, what I wanted to say earlier, that I said I was waiting until he was in a dungeon, like he is now. The new races. They added one new race in this game. We've already seen that princess chick or whatever is a Newman, right? And she used magic to heal Ethan. Ethan's obviously a human. And then we've seen androids, so there are still, you know, Cass and Cassiles or whatever. And they added a new one, which is Leo. It's called Beast. So he looks kind of like the ears are different, definitely very different from a Newman's. They're not as like, they're pointy, but they're also like thicker. They're not like thin, like an L4 Ellison, I guess, if you're familiar with like F14. And you know, the nose is like, I don't know if to liken it more to like a bear or a dog, you know, but something like that. I suppose the most closely related race would be Hrothgar in FF14, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that's the one new race they added here that wasn't in PSO, was Beast, and that's Leo, the guy who's talking to us. So that's what I was gonna say. Ethan says, okay, it looks like I've got things under control. Yeah, see his facial features? Leo says, great, you seem to have a keen sense for these things. Ethan's like, because I just played PSO. Leo says, check out the containers in the northeast corner of that block. Break them open and look inside. They should be stocked with emergency supplies. When I click off the video, I have to click on it again to make sure that when I hit spacebar, it pauses. Ethan says, What's this? Received sword. Like the two-handed kind? Leo says the sword is a two-handed weapon more powerful than a saber. Oh, there we go, yeah. Don't forget to equip it. Action palette usage. So they brought that system back for like equipping. This time it's for equipping stuff rather than putting actions like, you know, attack or heavy attack and all that stuff. By adding your weapons to the action palette, you'll be able to switch back and forth between them quickly. And then here's the optional tutorials you can look at. How to add a weapon to the action palette, how to select a weapon. To add a weapon to the action palette, this will be relevant for me when I start playing. 1. Press the start button to open the main menu. 2. Open the inventory and select the desired weapon. 3. From the weapons menu, select add to palette and press the X button. Okay. How to select a weapon? From the action palette, press and hold the circle button to display the action palette. That's step 1. Step 2, while holding the circle button, move the cursor to the desired weapon. Then 3, release the circle button. I get it. Okay. It's a two-handed, so you can't use it with a gun. There you go. You know what the menu interface reminds me of? If you look at like the first episode of Sword Art Online, it looks like that. That looks the user interface that pops up in front of them when they're trying to select an option to like log out and then they find out they can't and all that. I like the simplicity of it. Oh god, this is what swords look like now? That just looks like a fucking stun rod or something. That design is horrible. At least it still looked kind of pointy in PSO. Why does it look so curved and just... looks more like a club that just is glowing like a neon stick.
Bruh.
Kind of bad. It looks cooler on the palette. Look at this. On the palette, it looks like flowing sword or something. When you actually see it, it's... that ain't it. That looks like a baton. L1 button is still to reset camera behind you. Okay. So square is your normal attack. I didn't see the tutorials at first, but move while holding L1 button to strafe. Hey, level up, level 2. Okay. I think triangle was to use the weapon in your other hand if you're using like the pistol and saber combo. R3 button equals switch to first person view. Okay. I'll have to look back at the tutorials off stream later. For when he first started fighting. I was wondering how he did his heavy attacks. He hasn't done one with this sword yet, but... these guys look similar to the Dominions from the ruins in the previous game. Rising strike with triangle. There it is, okay. And that must be what they call photon arts, the heavy attacks. And you hold R1 to use the weapon in the other hand. Got it. That's how he's shooting the gun. It looks like photon arts or shooting a gun uses up that blue energy bar here. That's what I'm seeing here too. Well, at least I won't be fumbling around too much with the controls and stuff once I start playing this game, since, you know, I'm getting a feel for it now. I remember enjoying the photon arts quite a bit. It was way more satisfying than just doing like the normal heavy attack at the end of a combo or something in PSO. So Ethan's out of breath. He's like... mushy mushy. Leo says, Ethan, are you alright? Ethan says, this is getting tough. I mean, he's not used to doing Guardian's work, and now he's having to fight all these monsters. Leo says, I understand you're worried about your sister, but don't overdo it. If you use a monomate, you can recover some of your health. Oh, here we go. Tools palette usage. Besides the inventory section of the main menu, the monomate and other usable items can be set and selected from the tools palette. And now here's how to add and how to use them. To add items to the tools palette, 1. Press the start button to open the main menu. 2. Open the inventory and select the desired item. And 3. From the items menu, select add to palette and press the X button. So just like weapons. Tools are what they call items, basically. Like consumables. I think that was true in PSO also, but there was never any dialogue that really explicitly stated it that way. To use an item from the tools palette, 1. Press and hold the circle button to display the action palette. 2. While holding the circle button, move to the tools palette. Okay. And then select the 3. Select the desired item with the up and down buttons, and 4. Release the circle button. Okay, so yeah, pretty intuitive and easy, just like the weapons thing. Access corridor block C1. Oh god, it's these pricks. I don't even know their names, but the one on the right says, what are we gonna do? Oh, yeah, I don't remember the names, but the one on the left who stole the wallet earlier says, calm down, I need to think. But we... Ethan says, huh? What are you two doing here?
You bastard!
It's that kid from before. Well, I guess you didn't make it out in time either, huh? No, what are these, like, spore-like web things? There's, like, spores floating around in the air, and I just noticed, and then these, like, web things here. Ethan says something like that. Look, I guess we never finished what we started back there. But I don't have time right now for the likes of you. Later. A dude says, hey, hold up. Just a second there. We were, wondering. What? Can you help us out a little here? Oh, now they want help even though they tried to kick my ass. The other guy says, yeah, we can't find a big brother, Hiru. Ethan says, huh? You can't be serious. Why do you think I'd help out a couple of punks like you? You tried to kick my ass earlier and steal my money. You're trying to get out too, aren't you? It's kind of risky to be wandering around here all alone. Come on, let's help each other out. Yeah, come on, the other guy. Thug 1 and Thug 2. Ethan stays quiet and says, alright, whatever. Great, great! I'm the middle Vol brother, Novo. Now he has a name. The other guy says, I'm the third brother, Dovol. Novol and Dovol. Thanks for offering to help.
Bruh.
You get all that, Leo? It's Ethan talking. Leo says, roger that, Ethan. The comm terminal should have some spares. Lend them to those two. I'll manage operations between the 3 of you from here. He's becoming the commander of this little team. Ethan says, thanks! Novol and Dovol have joined the party. They're our first party members. Novol says, alright, let's do this! Dovol says, yeah, do this! Ethan says, these two sure got a lot of spirit. He's rolling his eyes. Oh, that's the new healing ring, apparently. You stand on that and you get a full heal. Alright. They're also... Well, Novol's 1 level higher. I'm glad this guy doesn't mash through the text like the last person. Del Sabin, level 1. Holy shit, he knocked him in the air. Novel says there's more to life than looks, you know. These things are called cannons. Rising strike level 2. Oh yeah, the photon arts level up. I forgot about that. There's so many cool little things that they added in this game. Yeah, I remember I enjoyed grinding them out. Because you level them up by using them, you know? Leo says, all right. From there, go forward. Ethan says, huh? If we're going forward, we'll need to find a way to unlock this door first. Leo says, what? What? Doors in that area are supposed to open automatically in the case of an emergency. There's a pause champ there. Oh, wait a minute. I think I understand why. A little while ago, I received a report from the troops who are making their way there. With all those creatures running around, it looks like the security system has been compromised. Ethan says, so then what are we supposed to do? Leo says, calm down, Ethan. The security system has the ability to repair itself to a certain extent. But since the system's been under abnormal stress, you'll need an info key. If you access that console in front of the door, it'll tell you what info key you need. Try to eliminate the creature that's causing all the disorder. And you should receive the info key. Okay. Ethan says, alright, I can do this. I think I'm gonna need your guys' help. Noble says, I guess there's no way around it. Noble says, we got your back. Ethan thinks to himself, well, it's for your guys' sake as much as it is mine. Trial starts. Head to the linear line platform. Oh yeah, they had these little, I don't want to call them mini games, but these little time trials that were optional. Like, nothing bad happens if you don't like do it within a certain amount of time. It's just kind of to give you like a ranking and to challenge you to get it done as quickly as possible. That's all. I think you get a little reward the faster you do it, because you get a higher rank and all that. Something like that. Doval says, soft, so cuddly. He thinks they're cute, the Panons. They seem to be dark element, if I'm reading that right. Up there by their name. This seems to be their element or something. These are called Sendilons. Crafting materials. Oh, that's the info key. Once you pick it up, the slot will turn green to let you know you got it. Del Sabins. They're like chunkier, beefier Dominions. Damn. They'll just fucking... What are these weapons? Oh, they seem to be like something that goes on the fist. The fists. Lock deactivated. Novel uses 2 pistols. Again with the soft and cuddly. Level 3. I like how your party members cheer you on when you level up. That's cool. So they have some generic little ad libs that they say over and over. Daylight savings time is still fucking with me. Probably why I'm yawning. Gotcha from behind. Yeah, I really like the idea of shooting with one hand and then, you know, getting up close and beating him up with the saber. Weapon types that used to be rare in PSO are actually more common now. Like, this is not really a story spoiler, but if you get two sabers, you can put them together in the action palette down there. You can put them together in the action palette here. So one here and one here instead of having a gun, and then you'll just have twin sabers basically. You'll dual wield twin sabers just like the Musashi and Yamato and other weapons like that from PSO. So you don't have to like wait till you find some high-end special weapon to do, you know, to have that fighting style, the twin saber. Just like how Noble is using two pistols, you can do the same. Just buy two generic pistols, put them next to each other in an action palette, and then you can dual wield them like him. There's so many like there's so many huge upgrades honestly in this game to compare to PSO. It feels like an actual sequel, you know? Like I played this and I was like, holy shit, this is cool. No offline split screen multiplayer though, so obviously didn't really get to play this like with my brother and my cousin, so it didn't really hit the same. But it's definitely a much more improved gameplay in my opinion. It's definitely more fun to play. We'll see how PSO 2 is by comparison later. That's next on the list after this, so. But this is gonna take several streams. Look at the length of this video. 22 hours, 16 minutes, and 37 seconds. We're gonna be. That's without pausing, so. I have to pause to read the dialogue, so it's actually gonna take way longer than that. If the player does any like side content that doesn't have a lot of dialogue or cutscenes, I'll obviously start fast forwarding like I did with the card game. You know, like I'll raise it to 1.5 speed or double speed depending on what's happening. But it's still gonna take several streams for sure. Especially because unlike the card game, there won't be long ass moments of downtime where I can just kind of get up. I'll have to take actual breaks as if I was playing the game this time around, so. Gonna have to pace ourselves through this one compared to the card one. I'm glad I was actually able to fast forward through most of the card game, episode 3, because, you know, it's not my thing, so. It sucks that we didn't get to see the story develop and character development as much as we could have if the player had done more side content, but at least, you know. At least there wasn't like a shit ton of dialogue that I had to read. This game's obviously gonna have a lot more. But at the same time, this game also has a lot of voice acted cutscenes, so that also saves me a lot of trouble on that front. I can save my voice for commentary instead. Ugh. They reused the footstep sounds from PSO, but they're a little bit more subtle and quiet now. Still satisfying to listen to, but you have to really like listen for them now. They're not as loud. Dude, I love that you can send enemies flying with uppercut attacks like that. He just launched his ass. Noble says, Ethan, I'm leaving that one up to you. The combat talk is kind of cool. Holy shit. He just did a falcon punch on his ass. Just shoot his ass if he keeps running away. A little noise that those guys make reminds me of a certain dinosaur from Jurassic Park. Oh shit, it's the third guy. He's down there. I found him. Hey, you can't just hop down. You gotta go find the stairs. Trial cleared. Arrived at the linear line platform. Double says, but brother! Oh? Is that you?
Dylan!
Hiro, we've been looking all over for you. You're here too, no? Are you guys alright? Dol says, we're fine. How about you, brother? And Nell says, we've been so worried. Hiro says, hey, don't worry about it. Now they're doing their little awkward dance. I can take care of myself against a couple of measly monsters. Alright, Joey. Ethan says, hey, Leo, it looks like they're taken care of on this end. Leo says, perfect timing. The relief forces have just arrived. I'm on my way to meet up with you now. Ethan says, alright. Hey! Kiru says, huh? Ethan says, looks like the Guardians' relief forces are on their way. If you go back the way we came, you'll probably be picked up by them. I've got to go find my sister, so I'm gonna head out now. Later. Hito says, hey you, wait up! Seems Squall do that in FF8. Like, it's basically going like, you bastard! You know, with a gesture. Ethan says, what now? Make it quick, I'm in a hurry. Hiro says, you did a pretty good job taking care of my brothers. I guess I should thank you. So, well... Noah says, you really helped us out of a tight spot. Doe says, yeah, thanks. Ethan says, okay. Now he's thinking to himself, this is kind of weird. It's a very awkward show of gratitude. Hiro says, all right, so we're all squared now. Back to normal. Don't think this changes anything between us. Next time we run into you, it's not like we're gonna be pals or anything. Oh my god. Ethan says, boo-hoo, I'm heartbroken. No, really.
Oh, shit!
His sarcasm was palpable. Rescue Lumia linear line arrival. Clear time 10 minutes and 32 seconds. 608 points rewarded. Number of enemies defeated 67. 300 points. A total of 908 points. Rank A. 200 Meseta received.
You son of a bitch.
The money you get, I guess. There was a solo offline version of the online mode in this game. I can explain this now. The online mode of this game basically has almost the same exact missions and dungeons you're gonna see here, just without the story context. And you play as your own character that you create yourself. You pick a race and all that, and you customize your character. It basically just has all the same missions as the main story, but without any story context. But you fight all the same enemies, the same bosses. You pick up the little keys to unlock the doors in the same places. And the way the offline single-player version of it worked, it was called Extra Mode. Whatever character you made there couldn't actually be taken online. They wanted to keep it separate because they obviously didn't want a repeat of the mess of PSO where people would hack their memory card files to have like a really super powered character offline and then transfer it online and fuck up the economy, yada yada. You know, MMO things, right? So yeah, the people who couldn't play online, like me, if we wanted to use our own like character to play through some of the missions after playing through the main story as Ethan, you would play on extra mode, basically, and that was it. And what was I gonna say about it? I don't remember. I guess I was just gonna comment that I don't remember if the trials like that one right there. I don't think that's part of the online component. I think you just play through the dungeon and that's it. I think instead you just get a rank for the whole mission instead, rather than just like a segment of it like that. But yeah, you had to play through the main story as Ethan first to unlock missions for the extra mode, because they, you know, to avoid, I guess it was just to avoid spoilers or something. If you just went straight to play online though, you could play all the missions were unlocked anyway, and you would spoil things for yourself like that. But at least, you know, you could play with your friends and all that, so. I'm guessing this is Lumia under the rubble, and she says, hello? Ethan says, huh? And again, I'm assuming Lumia says, is someone out there? Ethan says, is someone stuck under there? Okay, so it's probably not her. He would have recognized her voice. Thank goodness, there's somebody out there. Some civilian, I guess. I can't move. Please help me. Alright, give me a sec, says Ethan. Please help me. That's probably Mark from Outbreak. Ethan says, I guess I'm gonna have to get rid of all that debris. Hey Leo, you got any ideas? Leo says, let me think. Is there a set of goggles in that equipment I gave you? I think there should be. Ethan says, huh? I don't remember any goggles. Leo says, look harder. Here they are. I must have missed them before. Found goggles. Okay, so Goggles usage. When using the goggles, information, items, and things that can't be seen under normal circumstances can be discovered. How to equip and how to use them. To equip goggles, like other items, the goggles can be placed in the tools palette and equipped from there. Okay. How to use them. Just choose them from the tools palette like before. When the square button is pressed, the search screen is opened. It's gonna be like Samus's search scan function. In like Metroid Prime or something. Survey the area for search points. When a search point is discovered, the information or item is received. Okay. Leo says use the goggles to see which parts of the debris can be safely moved. That sound effect is used in Resident Evil Revelations, which I just remembered because of the scanner. The little scanner gun in that game. That, you know, functions kind of like the goggles here. He says, then use your weapon to break up those pieces. And get that person out of there. You have to look for the structural weak points with this. Kind of a gimmick, basically. Yeah, in fact, the scanner in Resident Evil Revelations looks a lot like... does that same effect, almost. It's very similar. The hell was with that edit just now? I don't know what that was. The lady says, thank you so much. You're with the Guardians, aren't you? Ethan says, me? Well, She says, just as I thought. You can always rely on the Guardians. The Guardians are truly the salvation of our colony. No, the salvation of every single person in the Goral system. She's really hamming it up here. Ethan's like, okay. If you wait here, the relief forces should meet up with you. She says, okay, thank you so much. I owe you my life. There are probably others that need saving, so good luck. Ethan's thinking, damn, I might actually be able to get some hero sex from this. No, that was just me, actually.
Bruh. You suck!
Ethan pauses for a second and says, did you hear that, Leo? I'm no guardian. I don't deserve her praise. He doesn't want false valor. Leo says it sounds like her gratitude went right where it should have. You saved her. That's the truth. Ethan says, I guess. He pauses. Leo says, what's the matter, Ethan? Ethan says, nothing. I mean, I was just thinking about all the people we helped. The Vol brothers, that girl. It's just, I think it was a good thing. That's all. Yes, you feel good about helping other people. That's called being human. It's called being a normal functioning human, Ethan. It's all good, man. Is this the first time you've ever helped anyone? The fuck? She's still there, too. Leo says, is that a revelation? You want to be a cop? Is what he's asking him. Ethan says, well, before... I think I was mistaken. Leo says, about what? Ethan says, my father was a guardian when I was a little boy. He died in an accident during a Guardian's mission. That's why Leo recognized his last name. Ethan says he was trying to save a stranger's life. It was so hard on Mom, making ends meet alone. And then my mother died soon after having Lumia. She must have been pregnant when he died. Ethan says the two of us had to go live with our uncle. Damn, this is such a sad but real story. This kind of shit does happen. Leo says, I see. Ethan says, so ever since I was little, I've always disliked the Guardians. I mean... they took away everything we had. I really hated them for that. Seems to me like he's misplacing the blame, though. I mean, his dad wanted to be a guardian. I assume he loved what he did, so... not sure why Ethan decided to take it that way. Leo says, that's not unheard of. We work alongside danger every day. Sometimes lives are lost in the process of carrying out our duties. But you know, I've never considered leaving the Guardians. I've never considered leaving the Guardians. Not once. I'm proud of the work we do, and I'm sure your father felt the same way. And surely your mother was also proud of the work your father did.
Dylan!
Ethan says, yeah, I guess that's probably true. He pauses. There's no time for this. I've got to find Lumia, and soon. Yeah, we are sort of still in the middle of an emergency. We're getting all sentimental over here. He says that line's got to be around here somewhere. Gotta get closer. Of course it got stuck. At least the stream timer's almost synced up. Just checking the stream preview. Oh shit, I also gotta... Okay, now's a good time while he's doing this. I'm not leaving the room or anything. I can't since things just happen every few seconds. Unlike the card game, so... Gotta get some H2O. Ethan says, hey, are you alright? I'm a guardian, so I have no qualms if this is how it ends for me. Wow. The dude under the rubble, he's like, I'm ready to die. But you've got to go help as many of the others as you can. He's like, I know what I signed up for. Get out of here. Ethan says, alright. Dude says, take the item in my nano transistor. Or transitor, I guess. It should be useful. Receive the Trimate. It's a full heal. Alright. He's like, I don't care how this ends, man. I know what I signed up for. Hey, you gotta find the structural weak points with the goggles and then break them. Kind of a gimmick, honestly, but... And I think every major, like, dungeon and area that you explore in this game has its own gimmick, but... I don't remember if any of them were particularly annoying. I don't think so. What I'm remembering right now is just how long they are. This is still the first dungeon, and we've done a lot of shit already, and it just kind of keeps going. I think if you play in extra mode or online, this dungeon would be split up into like 2 segments, I'm pretty sure. Of course, without the dialogue, it would obviously go in the cutscenes and everything. It would obviously go by like a lot faster, but still, it's still pretty long. So I think it is split into 2 different missions when you play online or extra mode. But yeah, once you finish the first chapter in the story, as Ethan here, that's when you first unlock extra mode and get the ability to make your own character and all that. It gives you multiple character creation slots too, so you're not just stuck with the first one you make. Same with online. Ethan says, there's no mistaking it. This is the platform by the viewing plaza. He circled back around to where Lumia is. Save point, that means there might be a boss fight. You gotta remember your JRPG basics, design basics. Yeah, we're on chapter 1, and I think there's 12 chapters? I don't know where that number came from. I could be completely off. But I'm pretty sure it was something like that. like 10, just over 10 chapters or something like that, and they're all pretty long, so hence why the video is 22 hours. It's a full-length JRPG, you know, so. And so that's what I like about this game also, aside from the upgrades and gameplay mechanics. Compared to PSO, you know, it's a lot more story-focused now. The offline mode is meant to be for the story, basically, and then online was so you can fuck around with your friends, just like in PSO. Ethan says, Lumia! I'm just glad we get a proper story mode is what I'm saying. With actual cutscenes, dialogue, there's character development. It's not just an afterthought like it obviously was in PSO episode 1, 2, and 3. Ethan says, Lumia, are you hurt? Lumia says, Ethan? No, I'm okay. Ethan says, the Guardians relief forces are on their way, so hold tight. Lumia says, the Guardians? But you hate the Guardians. Ethan says, no, it's okay. I think I may have been wrong about them. You don't say. And then he says, I smell a boss fight. That rubble right there, something's gonna break out of it. There it is.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You son of a bitch!
Lumia says, what is it? What's happening? I like how it just starts instantly. There was no intro cutscene for this boss at all. It just, boom, went. Ethan says, it's all right, Lumia. Get as far back as you can. So my camera covers it up when it appears on the top right, but I like how they have these little, like, action shot frames showing the facial expression of the character during an intense moment like that. It's a nice little extra touch. This game's pretty cool, man. I never knew what people thought of it way back then when I first played it, when it first came out. Only recently that I've gotten involved in the PSO community did I hear that apparently it wasn't actually too well received when it first came out, and I was like, what? Why? It's a pretty good game. As far as like the standards of 2000s games, I feel like it was actually pretty good. I'm not sure why people didn't like this. I feel like maybe it's just like some kind of adjustment period. When you're used to like how an MMO works, and then a sequel to it comes out, it can be difficult to adjust, I think. Because like NGS got the same flack from PSO2 to PSO2 NGS, but that might actually be deserved. I don't know yet. I don't have a dog in the race because I haven't played either game yet, so I don't know. So I'm not gonna like say pro or not. But if this game got the same kind of flack where like PSO players were like, oh, I don't like the new PSU or whatever, I think it's just because, you know, having to start over and the game's a little different, maybe in ways, you know, it made the complexity of the game a little higher because it's like it's not as simple anymore. Maybe that's what I don't know. Defeated the Seed Vance. That's its last name, Vance. Maybe it was secretly called JD also.
Bruh.
I had to throw that in there. Clear time 33 seconds, 1,000 points, total of 1,000 points. Rank S, so that's the highest. And I like how he celebrates accordingly too. He was like, yeah! Rising Crush received. I think that's a photon art, which he's already using. 300 Meseta received.
Hey! You alright there?
Yeah.
Dylan!
Sorry it took so long. Your sister okay?
Yeah, she's safe.
I meant to come earlier, but we were short-handed everywhere. Guys, get working on that rubble, okay?
Yes, sir. Right away.
So, you did this?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Not too bad, kid.
You son of a bitch.
I was waiting for that.
Ever thought about becoming a guardian?
Huh? Well, it could be interesting. I'll think about it.
Following his dad's footsteps. Okay, so you see these little like blue glowing neon lights on this dude's clothing? Same with these green ones that Ethan got when he got the Guardians equipment. That's supposed to be the armor. That's like the frames and armors that, because those didn't have really a depiction in PSO. That's it. That's what that is.
This way. Watch your step.
See, depending on your clothing, it manifests differently. Like here for these guys, see, it's right here. This. And then this little glowing design on this dude's clothing. So your clothing will determine what your armor looks like, basically. Your armor is just kind of an added little glowy design added to the clothing. So it's a nice touch.
I'm so glad you're okay.
I knew you'd save me. I just knew it.
Aww. Cute. You did it, Ethan. He did do a hell of a good job on his own. I can see why Leo extended an invitation.
Strange meteorites that have plagued the first and third planets, Parum and Motub, have finally reached the second planet, New Days, early this morning with truly horrifying results. The meteors left a path of destruction in their wake, contaminating the Earth wherever they struck. The local fauna has grown increasingly hostile, along with reports of new and unknown life forms. Due to the shape of the meteorites and emerging unidentified life forms from within, authorities have begun calling these objects seeds. The seed destruction, which started at the Alliance Centennial Ceremony, has reached astronomical proportions. A galaxy-wide state of emergency has been declared. The planetary governments have mobilized the Alliance military force for relief efforts. Stability is the AMF's first priority in order to prevent any further casualties. Obel Dalgun, who leads the Guardians, has issued a statement. Presented here is a portion of his speech. But could it be too late? Experts are predicting another wave of seed attacks soon. Reporting live from the Guardians colony.
Well, it should be obvious by now, but the Guardians are a replacement for the Hunters, basically, from PSO. Instead of the Hunters Guild, it's the Guardians colony. And they're obviously not freelance mercenaries anymore. They're just, you know, they're actual cops, basically. I do like Ethan's sweater. I feel like I maybe would change the color, but otherwise it's pretty cool. Oh, this happens at the end of each chapter. It's literally plays out like an anime. Each chapter is like an episode. And you'll see, you hear this music. I think it's different for some chapters, but you see the characters you met in this chapter over here, or the ones that were involved. There's a mouse. The characters that are involved appear here. Just like with like Resident Evil Revelations, you'll get like a preview of the next episode, the next chapter. I think that's coming up after this. It'll be like next time on Phantasy Star Universe. I remember this shit. It's coming back to me. Ethan looking like a badass over there. This bottom portion always looks the same because we haven't met this character yet, and there she is.
You son of a bitch.
Begins his guardian training on the planet Parum.
They accidentally cut off part of the preview. I don't know what happened there. It's like they accidentally edited it out. Look.
Begins his guardian training on the planet Parum.
They were supposed to say that Ethan begins his guardian training on the planet Parum.
Who is the mysterious partner that he is to be paired with? Who are the strange mother and child that they meet on Parum?
She looks a lot like the princess we met or whatever.
Planet controlled by castes. Next time on Phantasy Star Universe. Typical Lives.
Chapter 2, Typical Lives. Well, there you go. You can save between chapters. Good time to take a break. I won't always be taking a break between chapters because some of them will be way longer than others. Especially if this player actually does like the player might actually do side content. I don't know yet. That first chapter was all MSQ. It was all main scenario. And yes, the intro does play again between each chapter, so for anybody who's a fan of the 2000s anime intro, you'll get to see it plenty of times on this playthrough. Unless the player skips it. They might actually skip it right here. I don't know. But yeah, I gotta take a little break. I'm gonna put up the BRB. How long did I go? Hour and a half? Yeah. Decent. Let me see. So yeah, it'll be a short break because I'm actually gonna stop streaming in about 45 minutes anyway, so it'll be a short one. But yeah. That. Alright. Be back in about 5-10 minutes.
Whew. You son of a bitch.
Alright, we're back. I decided to go back to the previous video to let the intro loop while I was away. I was like, that way it's not just literally a static screen like that. This right here, with the YouTube video paused. If somebody comes into the stream while I'm in, you know, while I'm gone and the BRB text is on the bottom.
In a faraway galaxy lies a sun orbited by 3 planets, the Goral system.
I'm not going to raise it up because this is the same intro we already saw.
A place inhabited by humans and their creations, castes, numens, and beasts. For 500 years, there was war among the races, a seemingly never-ending conflict. Then finally, an era of peace and prosperity that has lasted 100 years. But now a darkness has awoken and threatens the universe.
Here comes the kick-ass intro again. 3 months later. Here it is. I genuinely like this song, it's good. I embrace the cheesiness and the corniness of it all. This gives me a chance to check stream settings, make sure everything's working right. It really is an anime opening intro.
Bitch.
Chapter 2, Typical Lives. Timing works. Oh, here we go. More slapstick humor. Kinda, sort of.
Bruh.
Good morning, sir. Rise and shine. Master Weber, it's time to wake up.
Huh? Ha!
Surprise, motherfucker.
Who the heck are you?
Good morning, Master Weber. I am GHX005. As of today, I have the honor of being in your service.
Ah!
Let me be the first to
I was late, but whatever.
on graduating from training school.
Thanks.
Master Weber, if you do not get ready soon, you will be late for orientation.
I know. Let me at least wash my face, okay?
I am GHX005, Master.
Now how am I supposed to remember that? I know. From now on, I'm calling you Pete.
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 Pete?
That's right, Pete.
Understood. I shall be known as Pete, Master Weber.
Please, just call me Ethan, alright?
Your only appointment for today is the Guardian's orientation.
Oh, yeah.
They went through the
That's
training
great,
already.
except I just got here and I barely know which way is up. Wanna clue me in?
Tutorial time. Ah, so that's where they keep all their items and stuff. I remember this now. That thing on the back of his neck, that's where you keep everything, like your Meseta, all your items. That's why they were pulling shit out of their back like that during some of the cutscenes in the previous chapter, if you notice. So even your clothing is sort of stored in there, and then you just like push a button on it and whoop, it just manifests on your body. Interesting. Ethan says, Pete, there's a lot you need to teach me about this place. Pete says, certainly, Master Weber. What sort of things do you wish to hear about? About this room, about Pete, about field training, and ask later. About this room. Pete says, these are the standard lodgings prepared for Guardians members. Yeah, so when you first make your character in online or extra mode, you get your own one of these. Your own little Guardians, like little... It really reminds me of the seed rooms in the Balam Garden. Everybody gets their own little room, you know. I would have, honestly, I just thought of that. Like, as soon as I said that, I was like, you know, the seed concept and the whole seed and garden concept from FF8 would make a great premise for an MMO, honestly. It's basically just this. Pete says, and as such, these are your private quarters, Master Weber. Are they to your liking? Ethan says, yeah, it's alright here. So I love this. Like, back in the 2000s, you know, I didn't have a lot of MMO experience and knowledge. MMOs themselves were still rather, you know, new-ish in their infancy. World of Warcraft quickly rose up to the top of the ranks as, like, being the most popular one. But, like, when I played this and saw this, I was like, this is awesome, because it's like everything I had already envisioned what an online RPG would be like. It just came naturally. So I actually find it weird to know that World of Warcraft is only barely adding housing now, because I always thought that was something that like every single MMO had. I just kind of assumed that ever since I played this, because I always thought to myself, wouldn't it be really cool if you had this like really massive online world with a bunch of players running around and it felt like actual, like you were in an actual city or something, and everybody had their own like little house or apartment. Like, these are thoughts I had even just from playing Grand Theft Auto. Like, just from playing Grand Theft Auto 3, I always envisioned there would be an online version someday of Grand Theft Auto. Or it would be really cool if there was an online version of Grand Theft Auto that was like that. It didn't happen until 2012, or, sorry, 2013 with Grand Theft Auto 5, but it was always something that was on my mind, and, like, me and my cousin would always talk about it, and we thought it'd be really cool. And one of the things that was always on my mind is everybody would have their own little, like, house or apartment and room like this that you could customize and get all cozy in, basically. So when I played this game and saw that they had that right here, and you could have something like this for your online or extra mode character, I was like, this is fucking awesome. It's like everything I could have wanted in an MMO. The concept of the Guardians, the fact that every Guardian gets their own little apartment like this. I thought it was awesome. So of course, when I got into FF14 like 5 years ago, I fully expected there, and I already knew that there was a housing system. And so I like that they gave you, by default, for free, you get your little inn. In every expansion, you get a new inn to stay at, basically, which I thought was super cozy. But then you can also buy an apartment or a house, the house being the harder one to get, of course, and then decorate that however you want. But it definitely feels a little more restricted because of the fact that the housing is limited. It's not instanced, which is really stupid. Even World of Warcraft is like, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to do it better. They literally took pot shots at FF14, which I thought was funny. I was like, yeah, they kind of deserve it, honestly. It shouldn't be that way. But yeah, it's just a concept I fell in love with even before this, but even more so when I saw it was actually possible playing this game. Having your own little apartment. It just adds a layer of immersion that I can't really describe, but that is really, I find really fascinating for online environments and worlds like this. The idea of having like a second life basically, and there is a game called that. As this little like fictional avatar with their own little house and avatar. I always found that insanely appealing as a kid, even when I didn't even have internet access. I always thought it was really cool that for games to be like that someday, and indeed they were being developed to be that way eventually. I was just like, yeah, this is awesome, dude. Ethan says, yeah, it's all right here. It's sort of drab though. Like,
Bruh.
Pete says you are permitted to decorate this space as you see fit. Those 3 slots, that's it. The rest of the place is gonna stay drab, like you said. Ethan says, interesting. Well, at least he put up a picture of himself with his sister Lumia. Over there, that's cute. At the PC or something? This is your photon wave communications device, also known as a vision phone. Oh, okay. FaceTime. It allows you to contact Guardian's headquarters as well as your Guardian comrades. Ethan says, I see. About Pete. Inside the Guardian's lodgings, a partner machine like me is furnished. Pete talking. Our task is to support our Guardian Masters in their daily lives. Ethan says, support? Pete says, yes. For example, when information is received from Guardian's headquarters, it's my job to sort out your schedule and provide you with pertinent advice. This is my primary duty. To ensure that you are able to accomplish your tasks swiftly and smoothly. Like a little personal assistant. We're starting to see this realized in real life now with AI companions that can serve as like little virtual secretaries to help you keep your tasks in order and stuff, so we're getting there. Ethan says, really? And he thinks to himself, in other words, a fancy alarm clock? Yeah, that's a way to simplify it, actually. That's pretty valid. I hadn't thought of that before. I was like, yeah, that works. Pete says, Master Weber? Ethan says, yeah, go on. It started with the first virtual assistant, which was, what, Siri? And then we got Alexa. You know, but they were very crude and basic, and now we're actually getting, like, well, smarter virtual assistants in the form of AI, right? And now we're even getting synthetic biological intelligence, SBI. That's a new thing I saw recently, a couple of days ago. Well, they literally, you know how I said they can print 3D organs, right? So it's possible to use similar technology to grow inside of a lab human brain neurons. So essentially you could probably grow a human brain. And then now they found a way to install it into computers. So it's an alternative to artificial intelligence that I guess you could kind of look at as a little bit more natural, because it's human brain neurons that can learn just like a human, you know, develops learning. It just the neurons will naturally activate and connect the way they do when they learn something. And you can put that in a computer, and then it's like artificial intelligence, but it's not artificial anymore. It's biological. I'm like, that's basically like you're making a cybernetic organism right there. That's a cyborg. It may just be a computer without arms and legs, but that's, you know, you're fusing a human brain essentially, or part of one, to a computer. It's not that different from like me replacing my body parts with mechanical ones, you know, but still having my actual like human brain, my normal self here. Like, that's a cyborg, right? That's a cybernetic organism. You could kind of consider it that. Again, still very early days, very early stages in crew development, but it's an interesting alternative to our artificial intelligence that is now being developed in parallel. I was like, ooh, this is fancy. I wonder which one's going to end up becoming the more popular and used one, I guess, and developed one too. At this point, it's like artificial intelligence is already so mainstream that it's obviously going to be that first, but then maybe it could actually help develop the other one, right? SBI. And then we'll actually become cyborgs. We will actually fuse with technology. We will merge with technology. We'll fuse with AI and become cybernetic organisms. That is starting to look like a very likely potential future. Again, all of that assuming we survive our own extinction event, which is upon us. But yeah. Ethan says, let's not go down that road of despair right now. Ethan says, in addition, I am provided with numerous other functionalities. Sorry, it's actually Pete. I couldn't tell because they're lined up too well. But Pete says, in addition, I'm provided with numerous other functionalities, which I will explain as they become necessary. That's always best. Ethan says, okay. Alright, about the field training. Pete says, you're a graduate of the Guardians Training School. But that by itself isn't sufficient to become an official member of the Guardians. So yeah, a lot of time passes between chapters in this game. After a few months of training under an active duty Guardian, you may become a certified member of the Guardians. Ethan says, yeah, I know that much. But what exactly will I be doing in training? Pete says, training is comprised of actual missions. That's why it's called field training. I believe your first mission will be on planet Parum. Or Parum. Ethan says, really? I've always wanted to see Parum. And now we can ask about planet Parum. Pete says, your field training will commence on Parum. Parum is a planet that is under caste control. Androids. Well, they're not going to like me there very much if they see last video. Listen, I have nothing against androids. I never have, alright? This is all slander that was slathered all over me. By a certain someone that shall not be named, just in case they're watching. I'm innocent. Anyway, Pete says, the government, bureaucracy, and most official functions are all operated by castes. Originally, Parum was a planet rich in natural abundance. However, due to warring, like as in wars breaking out, much of the planet was devastated. So that's what's happening to Earth right now, yeah. Much of what remains was created artificially. Developed by the castes, obviously. The androids. Tarkus City was made the capital under the Tripartite Alliance Treaty. However, the economic center of the planet is Holtest City. Incidentally, there are approximately 1 billion humans on Parum. Damn! Versus the 100 million throughout the rest of the solar system. Wait, really? 1 billion humans on Parum, and 100 million throughout the rest of the solar system. So Pete's kind of implying that the majority of, or like a vast majority of humans are on Parum, even though it's run by castes. And then there's only a measly 100 million spread out everywhere else across the galaxy. Pete says there are approximately 50 million castes on Parum. Yeah, the humans way outnumber them. But I guess they figured, you know, these guys are probably smarter than us, let them run things. Who knows, maybe we'll find out more history about Parum later. About why the castes are in charge. Kind of makes sense. If they're implying humans are the ones that caused all the warring that destroyed the planet, maybe they were like, maybe you guys should try. And they just handed over control to the castes. Which would most likely be capable of running it a lot better and more efficiently, even with there being way less of them. And Pete says, with 50 million others scattered throughout the rest of the solar system, so it breaks even. There's 50 million castes on Parum, and 50 million spread out throughout the rest of the solar system. 50-50, half and half. Ethan says, a caste-run planet! Like he's impressed and surprised by that. He's like, whoa. Ethan says, thanks for the help, Pete. Pete says, you're welcome, Master Weber. Your first field training is scheduled for today. Upon leaving the lodgings, you'll arrive at the central table on the first floor of Clyde's city. Where we met Lumia. From there, make your way to the Guardian's headquarters on the 5th floor. There you will receive information about your mission. Ethan says that's right, I'd better hurry. Pete says, just one moment, Master Weber. You are currently using your nano transformer, correct? Ethan says, yeah, I'm using it. It's controlled by this thing. Attached to the back of my neck. It's what I was just mentioning about how he got clothed. I used it before when I changed clothes, right? Pete says, indeed, the nanotransformer is a very useful device. It has the ability to hold an abundance of items and equipment. But there is a limit to the number of items it can hold. If it becomes overstocked, I am able to take care of extra items and equipment. Oh, he's our little bank. Please instruct me whenever you find it necessary. Yeah, he's the new storage warehouse. Pete's storage ability becomes available. Pete says, Master Weber, as it's your first day, your promptness is of utmost importance. Yeah, don't be late. As soon as you have finished getting ready, please be on your way. Ethan says, didn't I tell you to call me Ethan? Pete says, my apologies, Ethan. Ethan says, alright then, I'm off. Some people just don't like formalities. Just call me Ethan, dude. I thought about it myself right there as the screen transitioned. I was like, would I really give a shit? If somebody, you know, called me Master insert last name. If I had a little virtual assistant like, you know, like Pete there. Also, their partner machines are basically the mags in this game. But they just hang out here. They're just a storage unit, basically. Also, they're used for crafting later, but that will be introduced later. He said he'll introduce his functions and talk about them as they become necessary. Yeah, you no longer get a mag that follows you around as an extra piece of equipment, which kind of sucks. That is a downgrade from PSO. I kind of liked, you know... I thought it was really cool. All the different designs you could get. It sort of just like follows you around like your little partner in the field. Now your partner machine is just, you know, hanging out in your room. You do not have any room decorations in your inventory. Ethan says it's been 3 months. The central table looks completely restored. 3 months in chapter 1. Well, off to Guardian's headquarters. He spent those 3 months in the academy. Ethan's officially a fucking cop. Well, a guardian. I just wanted to say it that way. I was channeling somebody I can't think of right now. I don't know where. I don't know who it is. This guy says it's been over 3 months since the seed incident. Oh yeah, that's what they said they're gonna call those monsters, right? There have been no words of hope from the Divine Maiden or the Holy Light. I can't help but feel a certain anxiety about what's to come. The future looks so very dark. I may cry. Aww. That feels too real right now, but aww. I get that, buddy. I get that. Sometimes it do be that way. Ethan says, did you say something? This chick says, I said good luck. You're a guardian, aren't you? Ethan says, yeah. She says, my son is in the Guardians too. Ethan says, really? Oh, I'm Ethan Weber. She says, I'm Mephon Lead. Pleased to meet you. Oh. Wonderful meter fun, I guess. There, we got the shops. So the layout of this place is, you know, obviously insanely different from Pioneer 2, but they still kept the structure of having the shopping center all in one place, basically. All the shops are in one spot. The environments are meant to be catered towards the MMO experience, so it makes sense that they did that. Yeah, they follow a very similar design philosophy. Because it's, hey, you're a Guardian trainee, aren't you? Did you get your partner machine yet? Yeah. Be careful you don't make the mistake of thinking casts and machines are the same.
You bastard!
First off, there's the system nucleus. The intellect chips used are completely different. There are numerous restrictions placed on machines, especially when compared to casts. Interesting. Shop synthesis, preparing for opening. That's crafting, basically. It won't open until that feature is actually introduced. Shop weapons. This chick says, I've been researching photon arts for many years. Research becomes an accomplishment when you can convey it to others. Yeah, they say teaching something is the best way to find out if you've actually learned it or not. She says, if there's anything you want to know about photon arts, let me know. Okay, about photon arts. It's a term that refers to the ability to bring forth the power of photons by using weapons as a medium. By using discs, one can learn new photon arts. Then the photon art must be linked to an appropriate weapon to be used. By continuing to use photon arts, one's levels will increase and they may evolve into new and stronger moves. See, this is awesome. There's nothing like this in PSO. This game's honestly such a step up to me. About photon points. A weapon's photon points, PP, like in Pokemon, it reminded me of that, are consumed whenever photon arts are used. The amount of photon points consumed is dependent on the type and level of photon arts used. Weapons consumed photon points will gradually be restored when that weapon is equipped. It's also possible to use photon chargers and photon point restoration items to recover photon points. Yeah, like using another to recover magic, basically. You might as well just think of it as that. Like MP. Simplifies it. I think even when you use techniques, it uses the same thing. So, like, techniques and photon arts use the same meter in this game, I think. About striking weapons and skills. Photon arts called skills are linked to striking weapons, like the sword and the saber. Linked skills are invoked with the triangle button. By leveling up skills, number of times they hit their target may also be increased. Okay. Ranged weapons and bullets. Photon arts called bullets are linked to ranged weapons, like the handgun and rifle. With ranged weapons, even when bullets aren't linked... Oh yeah, I don't know if they have machine guns anymore. Even when bullets aren't linked, photon points are consumed with each shot. When bullets are linked, they replace a weapon's ordinary shots. That's why it's always using it, yeah. Bullets are used in the same manner as ordinary shots by pressing the square button. Yeah, you basically have limited ammo now. Did he skip a few, or is that the next one? Oh yeah, that's it. Ranged weapons and bullets, okay. Technique, weapon, and techniques. About technique-based weapons and techniques. Photon arts called techniques are linked to technique-based weapons like the wand and rod. Technique-based weapons differ from striking and ranged weapons in that without being linked to a technique, they cannot be used at all. Okay. Pure magic. That's all the wands and rods do now. You can't smack anything with it. Wands can be linked with 2 techniques. Rods can be linked with up to 4. By pressing the square button and triangle button or the R1 button, rods only, simultaneously, the linked techniques can be invoked. Let me read this again. 2. And rod's gonna have up to 4. By pressing square and triangle, or R1 for rods only, which are the ones that can have 4 techniques. Simultaneously, the link techniques can be invoked. I'd have to see that in action to get exactly how that works. So I'm guessing you link one to square, one to triangle, and then you use them together, I guess? If there's anything you'd like to know, feel free to ask me at any time. I'll be playing mostly melee anyway, so it doesn't really affect me too much, but I still want to know how that works. Rising Crush. A photon art disc. Just like the technique discs in PSO. It even has the same symbol if you notice right there. Rising Crush, Twin Blades skill. Yeah, there we go. It's basically the same attack he's been using with the one saber, but this is for 2 sabers equipped together. It does 3 hits, a series of upward and spinning attacks. Yeah, it actually looked pretty cool. I remember this. I remember what it looked a little bit, and I liked it.
Welcome, welcome. Can I help you?
I know this guy was voiced. A twin saber, a twin dagger, twin handguns, a single saber, single dagger,
Can I help you?
single handgun, and a sword. They're all Class C weapons.
Please come again.
I forget how you qualify for higher rank weapons.
You want something?
Oh, these are the photon arts. There's Tornado Break for 2-handed swords, Rising Crush, which we got from a mission, and we just used it and learned it, with the twin sabers, and Rising Strike for the single saber. Look at that, the name for the double dagger one. The twin daggers. Renkai Boyozan, if that's how you say it. And the single dagger, Shunbu Shorenzan. And then there's just twin burn, twin freeze, and twin plasma bullets for the double handguns. This game has a lot of cool shit. So as soon as I saw the twin saber thing, I was like, we're getting a twin saber. Like when I first played this, I was like, I'm getting a twin saber. Let's go. The next best thing to me to a double saber, which I think those don't exist in this game, which makes me kind of sad. That is a drawback. But the next best thing for me is twin sabers, you know, one in each hand. So I was like, gimme.
Thanks.
So these are just the photon arts, though. Where are the weapons? Oh wait, we just saw the weapons over there, my bad. Tornado Break. Burning Hit. The 2-handed sword and the pistol. Ethan says, hey, Lumia. Lumia says, oh, Ethan, why haven't you called me?
You bastard!
Ethan says, sorry, sis. I've just been so busy training. Lumia says, yeah, right.
Bullshit!
Ethan says, it's strange to see you out here all by yourself. What's up? I'm just picturing her saying that. Bullshit. Bullshit. Lumia says, well, you never called or anything. So I asked about you at the Guardians headquarters. They said you moved into the Guardians lodgings in Clyde City yesterday. Where'd they live before? Ethan says, oh, makes sense, I guess. Lumia says, I still don't understand why you wanted to become a Guardian all of a sudden. You're like, you fucking hated him. There it is, you always hated them. Ethan says, it's sort of a long story. Let's talk about this later. I still haven't figured out all my own thoughts on the matter. I still haven't figured out my own thoughts on the matter. Lumia says, okay, fine. Let me know when you're ready to share them. Ethan says, I'm sorry, Lumia. It's not like I've even officially joined the Guardians yet. My training starts today. I won't get my license and become a real Guardian for a while. Lumia says, really? Huh. I wonder if you'll actually make it then. He's gonna be cocky about it there. Ethan says, me? Of course. You know me. I can always take care of myself. Lumia says, where's your first field training? Ethan says it's on Parum. Lumia says, are you nervous? Ethan says, yeah, a little bit. No matter how many simulations you watch, you're never really prepared for the real thing. What's it really going to be like out there on a planet? So he's lived, I'm guessing they've lived here most of their life. On this colony. Oh, there it is. This literally answered me 2 seconds later. Lumia says, I've never been off the colony either. Bring me back a souvenir or something, okay? I think this is an actual thing. You can buy her a souvenir. Ethan says, yeah, sure. This guy says the Graal faith worships the holy light. In other words, photons. Photons are the source of the billions of life forms that saturate our galaxy. Worshippers live every day to give thanks to the holy light. Well, that's the idea anyway. Space for rent. I think that turns into like another shop later in the story. This guy says, where exactly did the seed come from? I'm utterly fascinated by the subject. Of course, when I think of all the victims who died in the seed invasion, I think I should probably be a bit more sensitive about the matter. That would help, yeah. Club! Preparing for opening. A dance club. Look at the silhouette over there. What kind of club is it? Strippers? Or is it like everybody dances? Fly City, 4th floor, PPT spaceport. Alright, he's gonna explore this entire floor also. So I'm just gonna stop here, because like I said, I was gonna stop at this point, so... We'll just pick up where we left off here next time. 119.23. I'll remember that. And if, you know, obviously if I forget, then I'll just, you know... I'm sure if I forget, I'll just be able to remember just by looking back at the stream. So, should be good. But yeah. So I'm going to leave it here for now. And fuck off for the time being. I don't know why I said it so aggressively. Well, I just used an aggressive word just to say I'm leaving, but I don't even know why I found it amusing, but I think that's just a symptom of me being a little sleepy. So as always, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate it very much. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much. And as always, please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe and don't die. And until next time, I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. And I will see you all next time. Peace. Take it easy, everybody. Bye. Have a great time. Oh, and don't forget, you know.
Oh, hey, Lumia. Be there before you...
Surprise, motherfucker.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry, I had to do it one more time, dude.
A test of your reflexes!
You